get to our next one here, which is Coach of the Year. So, looking at your predictions and everything else, who would be your Coach of the Year? Jeff, I'll let you start out with this one.
Good. Go with me because normally I'm not real negative, but this is the most annoying of all Big Ten awards. It so often does not reward excellence. Basically, they reward mediocrity. So really, you're going to look at the team that disappointed and they get the bounce back year. And it's so funny. Usually the team that has the bounce back year, Coach of the Year, and then the next year they come back down to earth and it just looks so stupid. So I'm looking at like the 5-7 team. So candidates are Michigan State 5-7 last year, Nebraska 7-6 last year, Washington was 6-7 last year, UCLA was 5-7 last year. So those mid-range teams that could like win 3 more, that's what's going to rule the day. So I'm going with, based on my predicted records, Matt Rhule. Matt Rhule is going to be Coach of the Year. Take them from a 6-6 regular season to 9-3. Coach of the Year, Matt Rhule. Simple as that, but not excellence, right? They don't take the guys who are winning the national title. Urban Meyer just lit up the Big Ten. He never won a single Coach of the Year. It's just kind of a joke. But anyway, I'm usually not that negative. I'm sorry, but this award is just
there's so many things that go along with it, right? James Franklin could possibly win it this season, but you're really not going to see a tier 1 team coach win it unless there's just no surprising team out there. They might get like a co-win or something like that, but generally Penn State, Oregon, Ohio State, and Michigan, their head coach is not going to win this award. Now, Michigan could this year, coming off a 8-5 season last year and stuff, so Sharon Moore could win it this time, but even like Kirk Cignetti at Indiana after going 11-1 last year, I don't think he can win it. Right. Unless he goes 12-0, right? It's almost like you have to one up what you did last year for it. But in my book, if Kirk Cignetti goes 10-2 this season, based on what everybody says about Indiana and how they're not going to repeat, I think he'd be a pretty good candidate for it. So, Zach, your Coach of the Year.
So I'm going to push back on all of what you just said because I have James Franklin.
Well, like I said, James Franklin could win it. Yeah.
I think undefeated. I could see it.
He could at least be a co too.
But it's very rare. Right. I mean,
it's rare. And maybe I'm not pushing back. I don't know if there's going to be a team that really takes a massive leap. And I do think because Penn State hasn't won the Big Ten in 9 years, if James Franklin beats Ohio State or they go 11-1, I think they probably have to go undefeated. But I just think James Franklin is going to get it. I don't think there's going to be any team that pops so big that we don't expect that's going to be able to overtake him. So I've got James Franklin.
If Barry Odom wins 6 games, does he win?
No. Unless if he upsets somebody big.
Well, if he wins 6 games, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, hold on. Okay. So
with that schedule, they have a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean,
yeah, okay. I concede.
It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just look at what everybody thinks about Purdue, right? Everybody treats Purdue like a MAC level program. I've called them that on this channel multiple times. It's more out of frustration than anything else because they were so good under Jeff Brom, and then Ryan Walters just all the way into the floor. But that's just more my frustration than anything else with Ryan Walters. I don't mean it at the Purdue program. It's more my
that was a very technical term. That was good.
I thought you might like that.
Yeah. I was going to say one other coach that could easily steal it from like a James Franklin is Deshaun Foster. Like if UCLA pops with Nico, as you were saying before, like if they go 7-5, 8-4. Yeah.
But let's be honest. If your predictions play out and Nebraska is 10-2, Matt Rhule's winning it, no doubt.
Yeah. No, you're probably right.
You might slap a co on there for like a James Franklin or somebody like that. But if Nebraska goes 10-2, there's no doubt they're going to
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I would say James Franklin would only get it if there's not a typical big leap from a UCLA 5-7 that That'd be the only way in my book
How-
that Franklin would get it.
How many wins does Matt Rhule need to get Coach of the Year?
9.
Yeah.
I think the expectation this season is to win at least 8. I think if you get to 9 or more, unless James Franklin goes undefeated, unless Cignetti goes undefeated, I think you get 9 wins, you're winning at least the Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
So.
I should probably do a big Jeff's analysis on coaches of the year and
It sounds like you're passionate about it, Jeff. So maybe squeeze it in there.
It aggravates me, so I'd be angrier than, and I'm not normally mad. So
Big Jeff's angry insights. Let's begin this episode. All right, so my Coach of the Year, if it plays out the way my predictions are, right now I have Illinois 11-2 and making the playoffs. If that happens, it's no doubt. I know they would have the same number of wins as last year, but this would be in the regular season and not include the bowl season. If Illinois goes 11-2 this season, they make the playoffs. It's no doubt Brett Bielema is the Coach of the Year.
He'll have my vote. It won't be worth anything, but he'd have my vote if that happens.
Have your vote though.
Yeah.
So, all right, okay.